What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, everybody? So we are back. We are back for another what it is video. Okay. Listen, I'm in a good mood, fairly good mood. You wanna know why? Because baby, I ain't gotta do overtime. I'm actually getting a day off that I supposed to be getting a day off. I'm off today. I do gotta work tomorrow, so that's fine. As long as I get a day off before, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But the weather has been nice, somewhat, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been lovely. So I hope everything has been going well with everybody. Let's just get into this video because I truly don't want to be on here too long. But y'all love the long videos. Y'all love when I talk too damn much. But anyway, hopefully this video goes off without a hitch, and it uploads correctly. But anyway, I hope everybody has been doing well. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Kevin from the Scorpion Show's nephews. Rest in peace to, one of his nephews who's passed away, whose birthday it is today. Anyway, now that we got that out the way, happy birthday to everybody else whose birthday it is. Happy anniversary to Bondi Blue and Lyric. Y'all, they're a beautiful couple. I love them so much. But anyway, let's just get into this video, y'all. Okay. Cause this is it's a mess. It's a mess. It ain't really much, but it's a mess. And this story that I'm finna start off with is a mess. Okay, let's just go there. Megan Thee Stallion, because that's been like the biggest story throughout this whole week. I don't even remember what day this shit popped off, but baby, we still talking about it for the simple fact that Megan's album, not album, it's an EP. She cleared that up and made it an EP. This is not the album, because baby, I would have felt some type of way, you know, put a mixtape out with 1 minute songs that's like 20 songs long or whatever, they 1 or 2 minutes, that's fine. Okay, put an EP out with like 5 songs, 9 songs, that's fine or whatever. But when you give me your album, you better give me an album that got more than 10 songs on there, more than 3 minutes long. Okay, 3 minutes and 30 seconds or more. That's what I want, okay? That's what I consider a real goddamn album. Don't give me these short ass songs when I be getting my bop to it or whatever. As soon as I'm really getting into it and I'm ready to shake my ass, it goes the fuck out. Or I'm in my vibe and I'm like, damn, I was just hitting my peak right there. And you just mean to tell me that the song is over with? Give me more, okay? I hate that. I hate that. And that's what's been going on in a lot of music these days. Like, I feel like people attention spans is just real short for some reason. Y'all just impatient as shit, bitch. Give me the 4 minute songs. Back in the day, especially on the R&B cuts, y'all remember them albums? Listen, I was listening to Monica's first album, baby. Them songs used to be jamming, okay? And them motherfuckers used to be long as shit. All right, I just gotta go back and listen to all my throwback shit because y'all ain't hitting it like this. Anyway, speaking of music, a lot of music came out this weekend, though. I gotta get into Janine Aiko. I not necessarily. I'm a fan of her personality and the way that she is, period, as a person, but not necessarily music. I haven't really gotten too much into her music, so I'm gonna have to get into that. And I feel like, I want to just start over with her and go back and just listen to a lot of her work. Oh, I hope this don't mess my computer video up because I'm not re-recording. Y'all gonna get it how it get. I'm gonna have to listen to all her stuff. So I'm gonna listen to this new album that just came out. Like I said, Megan Thee Stallion, her new album or EP just came out. It's cute. I like it. I wish it was more, and you could tell it feels a little rushed. I ain't even gonna lie. It feels a little rushed, but she did what she had to do for what was going on in the situation that was going on. We'll get to that. You want to know who else that I'm about to start listening to? Lucky Day. I mentioned him before, and I never really went on ahead and started listening to his music yet, but I downloaded his stuff. Girl, my face. That shit just put a fucking, ooh, I can't stand it. Like, bitch, y'all give me some tips how to get these marks off my face. Okay? When you get too light skin for this. Anyway, just fuck my skin up. Like, that really just made me mad. But anyway, what else was I talking about? Lucky Day. you know, him, I got to get into him. I've been in a rabbit hole of Sir, okay? I fell down a rabbit hole of Sir and just listened to most of his stuff. I got to listen to the current album, but I listened to his previous stuff, and I really, really like him. I see what y'all like about him. I really like him. Um, what's this girl named Victoria or Virginia? Is it Victoria Monet or whatever? I got to get into her. You know, so just put down in the comments some people that you guys are listening to that are, you know, along that route, you know, that I just like the artists that I just said. And you can even put down some of these new rappers or whatever, because I'm giving everybody a chance. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I listened to Black Youngster album a while ago, and I actually found out that I actually kind of like him. You know what I'm saying? I gave the baby a chance, and I fucked around and like him. Y'all know I love me some the baby. You know what I'm saying? I give these little new niggas a chance now. I'm giving people chances. 2020. All right, but let's just get into this situation with Megan Thee Stallion. All right, listen, y'all know I love me some Megan Thee Stallion, and listen, I'm gonna preface this. If you are going into any type of business, let this be an example of what to do and what not to do. Okay, because the situation that is going on with Megan Thee Stallion, I'm going to put out on the forefront before people be like, nah, but this is what should have been done, and you can't really just blame this person, and you can't really just put it on her, you can't put it on him, you can't put it on them. Listen, everybody in this situation is to blame, okay? Everybody. Megan, 1501, Carl Crawford, Jay Prince, everybody that's in there, okay? And I'm finna explain why. You know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact that Megan is going, she put out on live. All of a sudden, I see this thing on Twitter was talking about some free the Stallion, free Megan, and all this shit. And then I was like, what's happening? Girl, come to find out, 1501, her label that she's on, they said basically that you're not, well, Megan put out there saying that they're not going to allow her to release any type of music. They put a freeze on her music because she looked at her contract. And if you don't know, Megan is now being managed by Roc Nation. She is not on Roc Nation as an artist, like that's her core label. Her label is 1501. Okay, her management team is now Roc Nation. Roc Nation went and looked at her current contract with 1501 and was like, listen, this is a fucked up contract. You really signed off on this shit? Like, what's going on with this? No, you really need to take this back to the drawing board. So she took that and went over to 1501 to Carl and them and tried to renegotiate, just asked to renegotiate her contract. She was not saying that she wanted to get off the label or anything like that. And being an innocent and naive type of person, you would have thought that, oh, okay, they'd be cool with me just wanting to, fix this part right here, fix this part right there, since, I'm being bigger and I'm making money for the company or whatever. Because truth be told, who else is on 1501 that we know about that's actually making waves like that? You know what I'm saying? She's probably one of their biggest artists right here, and she has been riding the boat. Okay, she has been, blowing up the charts, or just putting her name out there, and everybody has been talking about Megan Thee Stallion. She's really doing it right now. She is in her own lane right now. And why wouldn't you? She just felt the need that because Roc Nation management said, listen, bitch, you need to go and look this over and y'all need to go fix this, okay? And she thought it was okay to go and just ask to renegotiate. I'm not trying to get off the label. I just want to, change a little stuff, a little verbiage on my, deals and stuff or whatever that's going on in my contract, because things are different now. And they took offense to that and they froze her music. This is according to Megan, okay? This is according to Megan. And next thing you know, you got 1501, Carl Crawford coming out basically saying that the things that Megan is saying is a lie. Okay, she said that she, signed this contract when she was 20 years old, and he said she was 23. Now it's a discrepancy as to when they actually signed, because I'm seeing that she signed in 2018, then and some other shit. But basically, somebody put the contract out there, and they said that she gets 60% to the label of her earnings, 60% to the label. She get 40%. All the tour expenses and all that other shit comes out of her 40%. And then, she gets with bookings and, tour dates or whatever the fuck it is that she does, it goes to the label. Okay? Basically saying that the contract that she was in was worse than a 360 deal. Okay. And it was just really trash. When you go down and you look at everything that was going on, I was like, well, damn, how much is she really getting and how is she surviving? And who putting footing the bill up for all this shit that I've been seeing? And this goes to show that, and I'm not saying this is what's going with her, okay? But a lot of these artists come in the game and you see them with these fancy cars and all this jewels and all this stuff or whatever. Some of that shit ain't real. Some of that shit is leased. Some of that shit is rented. Some of that shit is just for show, and it ain't theirs, and it goes right back to the flow, okay? Or if depending on how big the artist get, you know, you got people that get in free stuff. You know what I'm saying? To promote that stuff or whatever. I don't know what the situation is in that situation, but they said they gave her an advance of $10,000 when they first started, you know, and in the span of her career, since she been on 1501, she made like $7 million for the company and only received $15,000. This is all alleged. This is according to, you know, Megan. Then Carl coming out, refuting that, saying that Megan is a liar. You know, this is not what happened. She signed to us when she was 23, you know, and the main thing that everybody was getting caught up on is the fact that, you know, she said that she didn't read the contract or something like that to that fact. And everybody was like, how are you signing your name to something that you don't read? Okay. And I knew instantly that's not what she meant. All right. Of course, people don't use common sense. You know, sometimes we just get frustrated and we say the wrong things and, you know, people take it and twist it to their meaning. She had to come back out and say she did read the contract. It's just that it was a lot of verbiage in there that she did not understand. And that is understandable. And that is why I say, you know, you should have somebody with you. But then the people, Carl come out and say, you know, the person that did Carl and all of a sudden Jay Prince, you know, they come out saying that her mother is the one that negotiated the contract. Her mother and 300 Entertainment that they with negotiated the contract and came up with all these terms or whatever. And you know, I felt it was a low blow that Jay Prince and his little post, you know, threw her dead mother in there, you know. But at the end of the day, it just feel like a lot of saltiness, a lot of bitterness. I feel like on Carl and Jay Prince and them side, they're in their feelings because and even Carl and them threw it up in there. You threw up in there Jay-Z, and then all of a sudden you put out there also, well, you think somebody introduced and you get introduced to Beyonce, now you think you somebody that you can come out here and do all this shit. I'm like, what they gotta fucking do with it? Okay? No, that felt very saltiness. That felt very bitter-ish right then and there. And like I said, the girl wasn't trying to get off the label. It's not like she was trying to get off the label. She was just trying to fix her contract. I don't see nothing wrong with that, you know. But at the end of the day, you have to read your contract. And we are all guilty of, you know, getting stuff and not reading the terms and conditions all the way, not reading all the fine prints before we sign up for something. You know, something pop up on, you know, that we signed up for on the internet or whatever, and they say you have to accept these terms and conditions. We just go ahead and click, you know, that we read them when we really didn't. Okay. And at the end of the day, we can be like, you know, you need to have a lawyer with you present so that you can, you know, understand what is being said. And sometimes that is needed. You need somebody that's going to be with you, that's going to, you know, explain to you and break down what this contract means. And what really catches these people up, the fact that these labels know that these artists are coming out, especially they target these younger people that come from nothing. So they're very eager to sign their life away just to get out the situation that they're in, and not realizing that sometimes you're getting out of one bad situation and getting yourself in a worse situation than you were before. Because the money that they give you on these labels are like banks, okay? You have to get that money back. You got to pay for this. You got to pay interest on that. You got to do this, okay? And they know that these artists, these young people, especially today, they're not going to read it all the way through. They're not going to understand. And then you have to, even if you read the stuff, they make these contracts some type of way that you put these words in and you're like, you simply could have just said, bitch, you owe me this and you owe me that. Why you put all this other shit that sounds so foreign to me? Is this another language that you speaking or whatever? They make it in this legalese verbiage that, you know, it's hard for a regular person who is not, you know, who is not knowledgeable in these terms to understand. And I went to business school, and one of the one of the classes that I did have to take was contract law. Okay, and for beginners or whatever. And yes, that's how they trip your ass up. Okay, you will sit there. I'm sitting there listening and reading this shit, and I'm like, Professor, what the fuck is this? Okay, yes, they will trip you up with the words that they say or whatever. And they say, get a lawyer, whatever. Some of these kids, they can't afford another lawyer. They can't afford all that. But then the label will provide a lawyer, whatever. But that lawyer working in conjunction with the label, so that lawyer can be fucking over the artist as well. This is not a new story that we heard between, what's going on between Megan and her label, because it's been going on between artists, especially black artists, especially black young artists who come from the hood, come from poverty, come from nothing, or who just come from out of a certain situation. They take advantage. They take advantage. This has been going on for since beginning of time in the music business, or any type of business there is. People get taken advantage of, and they get them while they're young because they're easy targets. All right. And now, like I said, let this be a lesson, so you won't have to go through this, to just read over everything and question things. And if it don't work, don't feel pressure to, just sign your life away because you want this so bad and you feel like the opportunity's not going to come again. If you got that talent, somebody going to pick you up and somebody's going to let you do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And then Megan had to go to the courts and sue them, so that she can get a conjunction so that they can put her music out. And the judge agreed with her. They put the music out. And at one point, Carl and them, they tried to go ahead and, try to get that to stop, but they got denied. And, Jay Prince come out saying this stuff. Megan like, listen, bitch, I'm not about to be bullied by these men. And let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck who Jay Prince is to y'all. He's a bully. He's an industry bully, okay? I still feel some type of way that he stepped in and told Drake not to put that diss track out against Pusha T after Pusha T came out and put his son out there or whatever. Bitch, I wanted to hear that shit. Who the fuck are you to tell him not to do that? Okay? That's some bully ass shit, alright? You coming against this young girl, this woman, alright? And well, for what? For what? And you're trying to say that you're not a bully, but then you put this post up trying to intimidate a person. Like, you doing exactly what they're saying you're doing, okay? Like, calm the fuck down. It's a mess. At the end of the day, I think 1501 could have handled it better. Megan made mistakes in the beginning. Megan and her mother, may she rest in peace, they made mistakes in the beginning. So like I said, everybody holds blame in this situation. All right. The way that they're going about this and the way that they put it so public, I feel as though Megan made it public so that they can get the public opinion on her side and make her look more better. Even though I feel, like I said, there's enough blame to go around. You know what I'm saying? But it's fucked up. It's fucked up. It is what it is at this point. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And leave Jay-Z out of it. Because truth be told, Jay-Z probably ain't even thinking about that shit. But then again, you just never fucking know. Don't throw Beyonce name up in this either. Okay? It's just a mess. It's just a mess, Just be careful. I can't believe I spent all that much time on that. Girl, let's just get into the next big story that happened recently, okay? Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj's husband, got arrested out there in California, okay? He got arrested for not registering as a sex offender. Now, this is what happened. So, apparently, it's so many different versions of this story that's going around. And according to the Gossip website, basically, Kenneth, back in 96 or something like that, when he was a teen, I think he was like 16, 17 years old, he was accused of rape, okay? And he went to jail for 4 years. He registered as a sex offender in New York. That's one of the reasons why I don't know if he's still on parole or whatever, because they say, is it true that, if you're on parole, you cannot have a social media account or something like that? You can't do anything like that. But I don't know how true that is. What was said was, his accuser said that Petty came up behind her in the street, placed a hard circular object against her back, which made a clicking sound. This is according to the Blast reports. The victim believed it was a gun, feared for her life, as Petty ordered her to keep walking. She then claims that he took her to a house down the street, held her down, and laid his weight on top of her, pinched her on the side, squeezed her neck, causing her to sustain bruises and pain, and then forced his penis into her vagina while he held her at knife point, had a knife against her. She could not leave, but she managed to escape by hitting him in the head with a bottle. And so he was arrested the same day. He said he was innocent. He was originally charged with 5 crimes, including rape, sexual abuse, and unlawful imprisonment, but he was ultimately convicted of attempted rape in 1995, and he served 4 years in prison. And he's now a registered sex offender and has to provide authorities with the updated photos and location and information on a regular basis. He was pulled over, I think, in November or something like that, and they knew that he was not registered as a sex offender in California because I believe him and Nikki moved to California. And, they gave him a chance. He didn't do what he's supposed to do. And he wound up getting his ass arrested by the feds and all that shit. They put him in jail for, and he got out on $20,000 bond. But he pleaded not guilty, of course. He has to wear an ankle monitor, and he had to hand over his passport, and he is only restricted to travel within Southern California. This whole situation is fucked up, okay? Because when it comes to Nicki Minaj, this is not the first time we hear something associated with, sex offense in her family. We get that. And it's a shame that her name has to automatically be associated with this. And this is going to tarnish somewhat her career. I don't know if it's going to, truly have a major effect, but it is putting a dent in there and something that she don't need. Okay, it is overshadowing at this point the fact that we want new music, but then you got this shit coming out about your husband being a sex offender first. They keep on throwing it out there about your brother, he raping kids out here, he's in jail, and then you come with another sex offense, another rapist alleged, your husband, and it's like, to be quite honest, I never marry a sex offender. Okay, I know everybody deserves another chance or whatever, but I never fuck around with them. To be quite honest, I would never. Okay, no. But people want what they want. Okay, and I just feel like this shit fucked up. He should have just went on ahead and did what he had to do so that it would not blow up. And I feel like it was selfish on his part, because why wouldn't you just go ahead and register knowing that you are now with a public figure? And if you care so much and love so much this woman, you wouldn't want to see her being clowned. You wouldn't want to see her career being tarnished, her image being tarnished or whatever, this little chink in the armor or whatever, when it blows up that you get caught up in something that you could have been prevented. Okay, it's not gonna really look bad on you. People gonna try to come for her about it. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. Like, why would you not take that in consideration? Her stuff. You are with a public figure now, regardless of if that's what you like. You don't like your image, people being out there, your name being out there, whatever. You are with this public person. Why not take care of this shit so you won't embarrass her if you don't give a shit about yourself? Like, come on. It's just stupid. Shit, y'all, we gotta stop doing shit that we could avoid, okay? Like, just go ahead and get that shit done. Like, truth be told, my ass, bitch, tax season is here. Fuck, bitch, have I done my taxes yet? No, and you wanna know why? Cause, bitch, I know I owe them hoes. They gonna tell me that I owe them. And I'm just like, bitch, I do this shit when I need to do it. I need to stop putting that shit off and go ahead and get that shit done. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that situation with Mr. and Mrs. Petty. Okay? Moving on from that. Katy Perry, her and Orlando Bloom, she released a new video, and in the video we saw a baby bump. She also got on her Instagram live and showed us a baby bump. She's pregnant, so congratulations to them. Given the presidential Democratic race that we're going into, trying to get the Democratic nominations, okay? Remember how it was so many fucking people that was in the running for this Democratic nomination for the president to go against Trump? Baby, listen, they knocking them out one by one. And at this point, I don't know who else is in there. Is there anybody else there besides Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders? Listen, because at this point, them the two main names that we hear. Um, After we done got Kamala and Corey and all them other people out the way, you know, truth be told, I wish Kamala probably would have stayed in a little bit longer, but it's understandable. They had Super Tuesday, and Joe Biden went on ahead, and y'all know I really don't speak on this politics stuff, because at this point, it's like none of the candidates are really strong on my list of who I want to support, but at this point, I'm just at like when whoever becomes the nomination, that's who I might as well just fuck around and vote for. You know, anybody else besides Trump. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you know, because I'm reading stuff about them. Everybody has dirt on them. Everybody has stuff that they're saying and selling pipe dreams and stuff like that. And that's politics. We understand that, but nothing has really just said, "Oh shit, bitch, I really want to vote for you." Okay, nothing has hit me like that in any of these candidates. And after Super Tuesday just went past, um, Pete Buttigieg or whatever however you say his name, he dropped out the race, and then the other lady dropped out the race, and then Mike Bloomberg dropped out the race. You know, after all this money that you didn't spend on buying ads, hundreds of millions of dollars that could have been to people that actually needed it, you dropped out the race and pandering. Like every time I turned on my TV, I'm looking at a commercial. No, every fucking hour, every fucking 30 minutes, I'm seeing a goddamn commercial about Mike Bloomberg trying to get the black vote. Okay? Like he was trying so hard to get the fucking black vote. And it made me disgusted. I said, no, that turned me off right then and there. And then you go through his history, and I'm like, no, sweetie, this ain't gonna work. That's why you was buying up on them ads. That's why you was using your money trying to buy this election, and it didn't fucking work. Okay? So he gone. Elizabeth Warner went on ahead and dropped out finally. It's unfortunate, but you know, they're not ready for this country ain't ready for a woman president, and it's fucked up to say that, but they're not. And truth be told, I don't even think we're gonna get one in the future anytime soon. It's gonna be just like how long it took to get a black president. Okay, like it's just a mess. It's just a mess. So you know, Joe Biden, he swept up Super Tuesday, and now Bernie Sanders or whatever and Joe Biden basically are the main candidates at this point, to be quite honest. Who y'all got? And that's what I don't like. Y'all go hard. Y'all think people go hard for these artists, these musicians, and you know they have their stand groups, but these political stands, wow. Y'all really fucking go hard, especially the Bernie Sanders stands. God damn. Bitch, I just sit back and watch all this shit unfold, and I be like, is it really that deep? Wow. Okay. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about this presidential race and how it's going so far. I will say this. As much as I can't stand Donald Trump, and when I was looking on the Shade Room, because I got him blocked on Twitter, so I don't get his tweets, so thank God. But when they be posting his shit on the Shade Room, when he did that shit and he called Mike Bloomberg Mini Mike, for some reason that shit made me chuckle. I don't know why, but it did. Anyway, what's going on also in California is it's been declared a state of emergency. They said 6 cases of the coronavirus has been reported. You know, it's just a mess at this point. They said somebody up in Seattle at an Amazon factory, you know, then found out they got the coronavirus. It's just travel restrictions, and you know, you motherfuckers need to learn to wash your hands and all that shit. And it's like, were people not washing their hands and doing all this other stuff before this thing came along? You know, it's just crazy how this is happening. All right. All these cases popping up. They said 11 deaths or more has already happened in the United States. And it's just a case popped up, another case popped up out here in Illinois. One case I know for sure was at Northwestern. Mind you, my sister worked at Northwestern. Bitch, don't bring shit home. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Don't come around me with that, girl. If don't call me over. Don't do nothing, girl. Another one, the recent one that was out here popped up at Rush University Hospital. My sister used to work out there too. I said, what the fuck? We're not gonna do this. This is crazy. All right. It reminds me, girl. Don't make it like Outbreak. Y'all remember that movie Outbreak? With the monkey bitch. Girl, I'm sitting there at work and my coworker just talking about all these conspiracy theories about where it came from and all this stuff and all. I'm just sitting here like, boy, if you don't shut the fuck up talking to me, okay? The shit been out there. It just, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about the things that's going on with this coronavirus and everything and the hype of it. Do you feel like it's all hype? Do you feel like, the media, I do feel like at certain points the media has been mishandling it, and I would like the scientists and the doctors to come out and to put, the real information out and, stuff like that, because it's too many false narratives going out here, and that's what's leading people to believe that the severity of the situation is not really that severe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we do have to take precautions, and it all stems from people just being fucking clean. Damn. Shit. Any fucking way. Moving on. Twitter. Twitter is coming out with a new thing called Fleets, okay? AKA stories. Just like on Instagram and Snapchat, bitch, that's and Facebook and YouTube even got stories now too. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. That's all that it is. They finna start doing that shit, but it's called Fleets because you can, tweet your little fleeting thoughts and it'll just go away in 24 hours, and the only way somebody can respond is in the DMs, like the stories on Twitter and Instagram and shit like that. Y'all late. Moving on from that. There was this college recruiter out in Oklahoma, and he came out there to this high school, and I don't know if the high school was predominantly black, but he came out there and he decided to do this little game or whatever with the students and told them, let's line up by the color of our skin, the skin tone from lightest to dark. Okay, what the fuck does that have to do with college? All right. Then he said, let's line up from skin hair texture, straightest in the front and the nappiest in the back. Bitch, what? When I heard this shit, I don't know why that radio reporter, the radio dude from the I forgot what it is, Don Amos. He just died. When he came out and he said that shit against that female basketball team, calling them nappy headed hoes or whatever. Yeah, I don't know why that shit popped up in my mind, but it popped up in my mind when I heard this. And I said, that's kind of fucked up. It ain't kind of fucked up. It is fucked up. Because at the end of the day, we are trying to get past, and people want to say that there is no racism in this world anymore. Yes, there are. There is direct racism and there is subtle racism. Okay, this was both, bitch. You directly up here talking about, you ain't calling him a fucking nigger or whatever, but bitch, you talking about hair texture. You're talking about fucking skin tones or whatever. What does that have to do with going to getting a college education? Okay, why? That is not part of the recruitment application. All right, what the fuck is going on with that? You really up here trying to shame these kids and make them feel bad or whatever because, oh, this is not, they don't have straight hair, or they got this texture hair, coarser texture hair, or they're not this light or whatever. We have to fucking stop that. And I'm so glad that, for the state of Oklahoma, that this motherfucker came out and they fired his ass. They went on ahead and fired his ass. No question asked. That is fucked up. We are dealing with so much already, and you still out here putting out these old ass stereotypical narratives or whatever, and racist notions out in the world. For what? You really think that that's gonna make? Was the recruiter trying to deter, these African American students from coming to the school? Is that what it was? Because I wouldn't want to go. After that shit, hell no. If your recruiter is doing that, ain't no telling what else is going on that campus that's happening in that school. Bitch, that made me mad. And you want to know what else made me mad? The white, I don't know if it was really white women or like a little racist group or something that was coming after Miss Bea Dixon. You know, she's the owner of this feminine care products for black women, directed towards black women. The Honey Pot. Okay, and I never, to be quite honest, and I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I never heard of the Honey Pot, but because of this, I am looking into it. I'm about to buy me some products or whatever, and check it out or whatever. Especially because I gotta go to the store tomorrow anyway. I'm checking this shit out, okay? And I gotta lend my support because this, you know, white people, white women, whatever, they can come out here, they can do whatever it is that they want, put their products out, be fine, have a commercial with a whole bunch of white ladies up in the video, in the commercials and all that shit, say what they want to say, and then it be fine. Their shit go off and flourish. This woman, Bea Dixon, she goes ahead, get her commercial on Target, and just says that she just want to be an example for other black girls to be able to come out and put their products out there and get their footing out there with their opportunities and their ideas or whatever. And oh shit bitch, the world is just gonna get turned upside down because she's discriminating against the white folks. Okay, why she had to put the black folks up in there? Why she couldn't just say this product was meant for women and all this shit? All these negative ass comments and reviews or whatever that was being put on her on the product, the company Honey Pot, that was fucked up. Okay, they had to shut the fucking comments down. And you think that shit like this is gonna deter? This is how they underestimate black folks, and this is how they underestimate black women, because we came out in fucking drove, and not only did the negativity not get the response that they wanted, it got the opposite, baby. Okay, because sales increased, they doubled. All right, and you can't fucking win when you play fucking dirty. Okay, learn that. Learn that. All right. I said that was fucked up, bitch. We can't have our own shit. Y'all have y'all own shit. And yes, we don't need to segregate all the time. And that's not what it meant to be. But our bodies and stuff is different sometimes. We can't use the same hair product on certain type of hair. African American hair can't use the same product on that this white woman hair or this Caucasian lady or whoever hair uses, because it's not the same texture. So we have to use something different that is specifically for us. Okay, like it's not a discriminatory thing. It's just what happens because that's what we need with our texture. Like, come on, we gotta stop the fucking hate. It's so fucking dumb. All right, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. And I wish her and the Honey Pot much success. Prayers goes out to everybody out there in Nashville. They got hit earlier this week with a goddamn tornado or multiple tornadoes. In central Tennessee, they said 9 people have passed away. I'm not sure if it went up. I'm not sure it went up or not, but I know 9 people for sure have passed away, and it was multiple injuries. That is some scary shit to me. Let me tell you something. I already told y'all that. I told y'all that when tornado season gets out here, that's what summertime is. Spring and summertime is tornado season. And I hate when I see we get tornado reports and tornado warnings out here. I ain't never seen a tornado, bitch. That shit will scare the life out of me. That shit would traumatize the shit out of me, okay? Girl, don't do that. I'm paranoid as fuck already, okay? Don't do that. People like, you gonna move here, baby? Keep me in the goddamn city, cause you don't really hear shit about tornadoes and shit like that hitting the city. But you can never say never. All right, because the way global warming is happening and all that shit, bitch, it'll be like the day after tomorrow. Y'all seen that movie? Them tornadoes was hitting goddamn Los Angeles and shit like that, bitch, and then teaming the fuck up. Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm too paranoid for that shit. Take me now if you gonna do some shit like that, bitch. I don't have time. Anyway, prayers out to those. I don't know if you guys have been watching Growing Up Hip Hop. Baby, I've been watching it. Let me tell you something. And I'm only mentioning this because Romeo and Master P was on the Breakfast Club, and basically he said that they're done with Growing Up Hip Hop. He said, listen, it ain't the money, because I'm the highest paid person on the show. And it's just that I can't sell my soul for fake ass storyline and fake ass drama. And to be quite honest, after looking at this season, the season finale, well, mid-season finale was just yesterday. And it's just a lot of stuff on there that's irritating. And I'm like, Romeo, you right. I just couldn't put up with a lot of stuff. It felt like they were stretching out this Angela and Romeo situation, and he got tired of it and just said, fuck it. You know, they getting upset with him because, oh, he unfollowed me. And in reality, he unfollowed everybody. Like, he's not following no one, okay? So don't feel bad. He just not following nobody. He's starting over anew. Like, come on. And if your friendship is just based off of the fact that he follows you on social media, somebody following you on social media, that is not a real friendship. If that's what you basing it off of, that is not a real friendship, okay? And then let's just get into the episode. That shit, if you watch Growing Up Hip Hop, tell me how you feel about the Egypt situation with Sam. Sam came out and basically said that, you know, he fluid, okay? He fluid. He messed around with a gendered person before, trans woman before, and it seemed like it was more than once, okay? And he even said if, you know, he wasn't getting engaged or about to marry Egypt, you know, he'll do whatever he want and he'll be living his life. And I was like, I don't see nothing wrong with it, okay? But I was a little concerned about how Treach and them was gonna feel because, you know, like they said, the hip hop community and all that shit. And surprisingly, Treach said, fuck it. I don't understand the whole that Sam got over Pepper because, bitch, I would not have a motherfucker like that. It's too many red flags with him, okay? All of a sudden, you want to do music, you with this girl, you get on the coattails of her, trying to, you know, do music with her when we first saw you. And then we found out that you got multiple kids, okay? A couple of baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you don't have a job. You buying a ring from the fucking pawn shop, all right? And you're trying to put your music out there. He seemed like the manipulative, controlling type, okay? And, you know, I get that. And her cousin was trying to stop him and find all this stuff on him. And I felt like she was doing the most because at the end of the day, if, you know, Egypt is young and she already in his clutches or whatever, she ain't about to get out until she finds some shit out herself, okay? And even then, he'll probably convince her to stay or whatever. And so I'm like, why don't y'all just focus on y'all life and let them, she gotta learn. She gotta go through this shit. She young as shit. She gonna learn and she gonna come to the light eventually. But, you know, the way Brianna was just going, Brianna made it her storyline to just fucking find all this information out about Sam and all this shit. And I'm like, at this point, for what? Let that shit go and go find out some shit about yourself, okay? Bitch, when it come back on, they getting into a fight. It look like Lil Egypt gonna punch the shit out of goddamn Brianna. I said, well, damn. I ain't understand. I ain't seen that shit coming. I don't know, like the show, and then they add a little twist up in there, like, what is his purpose on here? It seems like, what, for comedic relief or whatever. Everything seems so fucking contrived, and these days, that's how a lot of these reality shows are seen. That's why I don't review Black Ink Crew, you know, because at this point, the shit is not even funny to me no more. You know, it's just pathetic, because it's so obvious that the storylines are fake. That's what it is. I can watch Love and Hip Hop because Love and Hip Hop, you know, a lot more people watch that. A lot more people watch my reviews on that. I can have fun with that, and I know not to take it serious, and I know some of that shit is fake, but it's not so obvious that it's fake, and it's not so obnoxiously fake to me. It's still kind of entertaining to me. Whereas with Black Ink Crew, that shit is just like it ain't even a fun fake. It's just you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Romeo, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm still watch the show. I gotta finish this season out because I want to see the fight. I do, bitch. I want to see if Lil Egypt, he whistled at that girl. He He whistled at that girl, bitch, like a goddamn dog, girl. You shitting me. I don't give a fuck if it was a family call or whatever. Don't whistle at me. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit, bitch. Okay? Call me by my goddamn name. That's what you do. He said, sit down. And she sat her ass down. I said, wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. You ain't gonna tell me what the fuck to do. If I want to sit here and talk to this bitch, I'm gonna sit here and talk to this motherfucking bitch, okay? She asked to talk to me anyway, not your ass. But anyway, moving on from that. I just don't like him. Y'all up here, listen. Oprah fell down in her little show that she was doing. And people really was trying it. You know, people really was trying it. I didn't see nothing funny about it because she an old lady. Regardless of how you feel about that bitch, she an old ass lady and she could have broke her hip or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, it wasn't funny. The only part that I did chuckle was when somebody said it was the ghost of Michael Jackson and Kobe coming and just pushed her down. That made me chuckle. That made me go like this. Like that. But the initial video when her falling, I didn't see nothing funny about that. That was not funny. I don't laugh at people like that. Especially after experiencing shit like that myself. Girl, hell no. I would never fucking laugh at another bitch when they fall down like that. Because, girl, getting up ain't easy. Because trust and believe, I tried it. Mark Daly, Kenya Moore husband. See, I was going to say this for Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I needed to put this out here. Okay. His restaurant, SoCo, it was cited for vermin and improper food storage, okay? They said this was, I think last month or whatever. They was like, the health inspector came out there, said food wasn't properly protected from sources of contamination during storage, prep, transportation, and display or service. Cold food items were being refrigerated at weren't being refrigerated at appropriate temperatures. So you guys food that's up in there about to fucking spoil, bitch. Or too fucking frozen. Like, come on, what's going on? Live roaches were present in both the kitchen and or the dining area. Bitch, what? There was evidence of mice in the kitchen and the dining area. Bitch, the fuck what? Shut that shit down, okay? Girl, where is Eva from Deliver Us from Eva, okay? Where is Gabrielle Union character? Bring her up in there and shut that shit down, okay? For real. The restaurant is environment proof and it has conditions that are conducive to attracting vermin and allowing them to exist. They gave the eatery an A grade, but it had 28-point violations. The most that it had ever racked up. How the fuck did you get an A grade when you got live roaches and mice up in the goddamn place? What the fuck is going on? Mark, get a goddamn right. You, girl, sir. You out here not giving a fuck about Kenya, and obviously you weren't giving a fuck about your place either, okay? That's probably why he said, if we get a divorce, she can have it all, okay? Because I don't give a fuck. I can restart. She can take it all. I can rebuild. Bitch, don't nobody want that trash motel, okay? I would never. Y'all know I'm too picky already. I could never do that shit. I don't even like going out to restaurants anyway because I don't trust it, okay? Listen, no, girl. Can you believe it? Oh, get your shit together, Mark. And you want to know who else tried it? I'm going to end this video on this note. Oh, I said this one going to be a long video. I gave y'all enough. Cool. Bill Clinton, bitch. You fucking tried it. Okay? Leave Monica Lewinsky alone. Alright? Monica Lewinsky made her mistake being a young, naive little bitch woman when she was growing up. You know, got involved with a powerful man. You know, it's the same story that we heard plenty of times. Some of us be attracted to power. Because let me tell you something, bitch. If a bitch that got... Listen, I wouldn't... You probably think, you know, I stink a little lower myself or whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's not that. But I think it's exciting, okay? Like, if I ever, I actually thought about this. What if I got into something where somebody want to make me their side piece and they like powerful or they like an entertainer or some shit like that? I'd probably go along with it, bitch. You ain't got to worry about me saying be quiet or whatever and you know, take me out here. No, bitch. You know, you gonna do what you got to do because I'm gonna still be doing what I got the fuck to do. But you want to have your little taste of me on the side and let me do what I do. Go ahead and let me do what I do, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I just be, I had these thoughts like, oh, girl, what if so and so was to just, yeah, okay. What if I broke up a marriage? No, let me stop. 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 I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's not right. But Bill Clinton, stop that bullshit. Leave Monica name out of this shit, okay? Monica out here trying to live her best life, okay? She's trying to put this scandal behind her. It's like 30-some years later, and we still talking about Monica Lewinsky and this fucking affair that happened, okay? And Monica was just out here doing whatever she was doing, minding her goddamn business at this point. And you want to get out here, put an article out here talking about the reason why you fucking cheated with Monica is because, it helps you manage your anxieties with being the president. So you was basically using her. We already fucking knew that you was using her, for sexual purposes or whatever. But damn, bitch, for your anxieties or whatever, come the fuck on, Bill Clinton. You gotta stop it. You gotta stop it. Nigga, stop that shit. Okay? Really, stop it. But anyway, I gave y'all a 50-minute video. Anyway, I'm really happy today. I'm about to go outside and enjoy the weather. It's really nice. It's sunny outside if you can't see. You guys, I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope it is beautiful wherever you are at. And I hope you have a good time. And please be safe, okay? Enjoy your weekend, you guys. Peace.